Puppy update, guys. These guys are 17 days old, and they're kind of big and fat and lazy. They're just now starting to like walk or crawl or try to move around. I actually saw this guy right here. He accidentally rolled over into the bowl of food. I seen him eat one pellet. We're not going to force these guys to eat, but we've already dewormed these guys twice. But we're probably, we're going to do that more. So the update on these guys, man, we got 2 people that say they want a dog, but we have no deposits. So technically, that means no one has a deposit down. That means that no one has claimed a dog yet. So all of these dogs are available. More than likely, we'll probably keep a male. I'm just going to keep it 100% with you guys. We're more than likely going to keep a male. So whatever. But sometimes you have females that are just as good as males. Like as you can see, this female is huge. And this male is huge. These are the 2 largest males, the largest male and largest female. But that doesn't mean that they will end up the largest. This is Bone Crusher, and this is Blazer. Bone Crusher and Blazer, guys. They are big. They are some big puppies, guys. 17 days old. And I had a lot of people call in and say that they wanted the dogs and say they were coming to get them, but no deposits as of yet, guys. So if you have a deposit, you can call me and inquire about the dogs. But if not, I will send you this video so we can talk about the puppies. Next, we have the next biggest male, which is the only other male. This is Terminator. And today we're going to weigh them. So watch the next video that we're going to put out. We're going to put a video out weighing these guys. We're going to see who's actually the biggest and track their weights. We got Terminator. And we're going to bring out this Tri-Girl BB. Tri-Girl BB. Now, the bloodline on these dogs. We're going to talk about the bloodline. The dad is a straight up bossy bloodline dog, but he comes from Fair Kennel. His real name is Fair Kennel Starscream. We call him King. If you watch the videos, you know who King is. If you want to see King, you can go to the Instagram page and look for King and look at all the videos about King. Or any dog, it's a try. He is a lilac try, big boy. Currently, we keep him at about 110 pounds. We don't really try to make him get bigger. We give him a limited amount of food. We don't want him. Look at this guy. This guy thinks I'm a nipple. Woo! We don't overfeed King. And the mother is a blue dog, an all blue female named KRYPTON. If you want to see KRYPTON, you can go to the YouTube channel and watch the videos, or you can search my Instagram. I recommend you guys do your research and look through my page and look at who KRYPTON is and look at what King is and what they do, instead of just saying, send me some pictures, send me some pictures, send me some pictures. Because it's like, I can send you pictures, but you could actually do your own research, guys. The bloodline on these dogs, when the dad is just straight up bossy. The father to King is a champion in his own right. He won best bossy dog at a show, a fun show. And King is on my YouTube and on my Instagram. He's a famous dog out here in Maryland. He's famous, guys. He does tricks. He can jump. He's very athletic, very big, and he's also very smart. And he has a perfect coloring, great skin, great attitude. Everything about the father to these puppies is great. Now, their mother is a dog that we produced via way of a outcrossing. We outcrossed her to a dog from Snowstorm Kennel. Snowstorm Bullies, which has some very large dogs. Very big, large dogs. They're like 140 pounds. So the mixture is basically, the mother is basically bossy with a little show-stopping ace via the father, Bishop. And I believe the most dog that comes up in their blood the most is a show-stopping ace. You can look up show-stopping ace. He's a dog with large shoulder muscles. He's a grand champion, I believe. And Showstopper Ace shows up in their blood like I say about 4 to 8 times because Bossy's Victoria used Showstopping Ace in their blood. Adios. I think it was a dog named Adios. They changed his name, but Adios is a big dog that's in Bossy blood. And Adios is basically Next Level Ace's son. That brings me to KRYPTON, the mother. So the mother, KRYPTON, is Bishop's daughter, and her blood is a cross between basically Bossy blood and Showstopping Ace blood and a little bit of BGK, Big Gemini Kennel blood. So what it boils down to is you're getting Bossy on 2 sides of the pedigrees, which really is 4 sides of the pedigree, and then you get Showstopping Ace on the other side. So if you want to know what bloodline it is, I'm just going to give you the famous dogs from the bloodline, or just basically the only dogs from the bloodline. On the mother side, you got Dragonaut, American Bully Dragonaut. You can Google him. You also have Terroristic Threat, American Bully Terroristic Threat. You can Google that dog. They're blue dogs. Dragonaut has a little blue and a little white in him. He has a big head like this. Bishop's father is Domestic Threat from Elite Productions Kennel. If you look up Domestic Threat, he's a big old 135-pound dog that is built like these guys. The difference between, basically, if we're going into the bloodlines, the difference between the bloodlines is basically with the Showstopping Ace blood being the Terminator, Terroristic Threat, Domestic Threat, you get a dog that is very compact, a lot shorter, a lot larger head, a lot more smushed in face, and a lot more bulky muscles. But then when you go to the Bossy side of things, you still have that Showstopping Ace blood in there, but also on the Bossy side of things, you got that big Bossy looking dog, which stems from Monster Mutt, a dog called Monster Mutt. I forget the name, and another dog named Butterscotch. So if you look up Monster Mutt, American Bully Monster Mutt, you'll see the first Bossy blood dog. I forget the name of the kennel off the top of my head, but if you put Monster Mutt, American Bully Monster Mutt, and Google that dog, you'll see a big old dog that looks like mostly all the Bossy dogs. And he is a Camelot bloodlighted dog. And then next, if you look up PBS's Butterscotch. Butterscotch is where the tri gene comes from. So Butterscotch is the dog that brings the tri gene to the Bossy bloodline, and then some Adios, a dog named they call it Bossy Adios or something Adios. Adios was from another kennel, but to make a long story short, Adios was Showstopping Ace's son. Bishop has Showstopping Ace in him like 4 to 8, 6 times, something like that. So basically, we'll just put it in a nutshell. The Bossy dogs are Willy Wonka, Markov, and King looks just like Markov. So you can take that however you want it. So if you ask me what bloodline it is, there you go. Next, here we have a lilac, female, fire, and Barbie. We call her Barbie because she got the little white collar. So her name is Barbie. Very large dog. This is a very large dog as well. They're catching up in size. You never know who's going to be the biggest. And these dogs, no one has put a deposit down on these dogs. These dogs are available. Very big. Very great features already. Very husky. Very large, man, and very muscular. I contribute that large muscular body to the Domestic Threat bloodline, to the Terroristic Threat, to American Bully Dragonaut. I swear I can contribute that huskiness too. The colors you're getting are definitely Bossy bloodline colors. The colors you're getting are definitely that Markov, that Willy Wonka, that bloodline that stems back to Butterscotch and Monster Mutt, which is, a whole different story, guys. So, you know, if you want to know what bloodline, you can just take those names, Google those names, put all those dogs up on the wall, and then you come up with the bloodline you want to know. At the end of the day, these are co-op kennel produced dogs. You know what I mean? These are productions of co-op kennels. But what we really basically did was just take the same breeding methods that most successful kennels use that use XL blood. Mostly all the XL bully breeders, what they do is they take a Willy Wonka dog and another Willy Wonka dog, or a Markov dog and another Markov dog, which is a Willy Wonka dog, which is a Monster Mutt dog, which is a Butterscotch dog. They just take those dogs and just keep breeding them back and forth, breeding them back and forth, breeding them back and forth. That's all they do. Every single last XL out here has Monster Mutt in his blood if it's bossy. Like damn near every one of them. What we did was we basically added a little bit of that. We basically crossed it with the razor's edge. Yeah, go back in there with your friends. We basically crossed it with that razor's edge, with that show-stopping ace blood. So we just took the bossy blood and added more girth, more head size, more shorter features, more thicker bodies. That's all we did. It's still bossy bloodline dogs, but we just put more thicker American Bully in it. And instead of breeding direct Markov son or direct Willy Wonka son back and forth and back and forth, we actually have outcrossings come back to the same original bloodline. So it's the same recipe, but we cut it a little bit to make it better without just doubling up on the same genes over and over and over again. Why is that important? That's important because our bossy dogs, these dogs are going to come out with more girth, more head size, and more bone than the rest of the dogs. And then they're going to be more healthy because it's the outcrossing of the blood. So next, let's go into purchasing one of these dogs. You want to purchase one of these dogs, have your deposit ready. Have your deposit ready. We're looking to rehome these dogs at the end of November. So when the end of November comes, you'll get your dog that week, the last week of November, whatever day we choose or whichever day you're available. We're only asking for $200 deposit, non-refundable. What that means is if you send your money and say you're going to get your dog on a certain date and you don't get that dog on that date, or we don't come to some kind of conclusion. It's not like if we say we're going to meet on the 7th and you can't meet me to the 8th, the 9th, or the 10th, or the 12th, or even the 14th, you know, it's not that I'm going to take your deposit and keep it, but it's that we're going to have a date. And if you keep missing that date, or if you miss the date twice or once, or you're not a good communicator, you will lose your deposit. Your deposit can go towards another dog, but I don't do refunds. I'm not giving you your money back. If you send the money in, I'm not sending the money back. Because vice versa, if something happens to that dog while it's in my care, I got to send you your money back when I could have sold the dog or whatever. So when you call in, have your deposit ready. If you don't have a deposit, great. Watch this video, and hopefully I've answered every question you want to know. Secondly, the dogs have been dewormed. The dogs will receive shots in the next couple of days, and we will show you that. But for giggles and kicks, we will take these dogs to the vet, and the dogs will have vet papers and have registration papers. A lot of you people don't know the difference between vet papers and registration papers. So we're going to get these dogs registered at the vet, but just know that if you're trying to get a discount and you don't want to pay the full freight, we're not going to give you the vet papers. We're going to keep them because a lot of y'all people want things that they don't want to pay for. So if you want the vet papers, pay for them. That's all I'm saying. Like a lot of people, y'all want vet papers, vet. Send the money in. We'll take the dog to the vet for you if that's what you need to make you happy and comfortable. Look at that big mouth. So yes, we will take the dogs to the vet. The dogs will have papers. The dogs will have shots. You don't have a deposit. There's really no questions for you to really be asking because that basically means you're just window shopping. And this is not trying to be smart. It's just the truth. If you want to know, the dogs will be available at the end of November. The Bloodline, I already discussed all the dogs. Google them. Look it up. Go to my page. Look it up. Next, what questions do a lot of people ask? Paper shots, vet. Yeah, they're going to have all that. Paper shots. They're going to have vet. They'll be available at the end of the month. And they're all available. If I told you they're available, they're available. So all you got to do is have your deposit ready and be ready to go. Please don't call in and say, okay, let me run it past my wife. Don't call in and say, let my kids pick up one. Do all of that stuff before you call me. And the reason why is this. We got a lot of stuff going on over here, guys. These are some great dogs, man. And we want them to go to great homes. So we don't want to spend a lot of time wasting on talking to people that are not ready. Because a lot of you guys are not ready. And it's becoming the point to where we are moving up, 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 up. So we got a lot of people calling. We got a lot of stuff that we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, what dogs we're going to keep, what dogs we're going to sell. Can we work with a breeder? Work with a person that got one of our dogs, man. As you can see, these are top A1 quality dogs. And next, we're going to go into price. Every single last one of these dogs is $2,500. 2500. They are all $2,500. That's the price. $200 deposit, $2,500 when you're ready to get your puppy. A lot of people, what they do is they pay on the dog, and then they get the dog when the day is there. Please, we accept Zelle and Cash App. We do not want to deal with cash. I repeat, we do not want to deal with your cash. I don't want to be on the side of the road counting cash, and then you're trying to short me $500. Please, we do not want to accept your cash. Please, pay your freight. And one thing I'll say is, do your research and your homework. You can go into our history of videos. We got almost 1,000 something videos on there, and you can go in there and see where the dogs went. You can go in there and see how the dogs live. You can go in there and see how we treat the dogs. And you don't have to wonder, oh man, is my money safe here? Your money's safe here. Your little $200 deposit is safe here, guys. It's fine. Our main goal is to make sure these puppies get a great home. The product of that is we start to make, get a better and better return on our investment, because it's a lot of money to take a dog to a vet. It might be $200 to take one dog to a vet. Before you receive your dog, the amount of medicine alone that the dog takes is probably like $350. So before you even get your dog done got $350 worth of medicine because of vaccinations and dewormers and things like that. Then you want to go into food. These dogs eat a premium diet of sweet potatoes. They eat a premium diet of sweet potatoes, chicken. They get powdered milk. They get puppy food. They get a lot of stuff. So, it's a lot of money that goes into this, guys. So that's why we are asking for a mere $2,500, which is not a lot. These dogs are worth every bit of $5,000. So we're selling them at half price so that you guys, have the chance to get a dog that may not have $5,000 or $6,000. And smart people look in and they see the quality of these dogs. They know. Smart people, they know. They see it. They say, yo, I know what that is. I'm getting that. And they had their money together. I love smart people because there's nothing like a smart person that can see that these are quality dogs and knows what quality is and knows that they can spend their money and trust what they see. So a lot of you guys are going to go off of a picture. Somebody's going to show you a picture of a dog, tell you the dog 800, tell you the dog 1,000. No videos, no track record. And y'all going to send y'all money, and that's going to be the end of that. Then y'all going to call me. Hey, well, can I get a dog for $1,500? Man, I'll send my money out, and they took it. But here I am right now, and you can see the dogs. You can see everything about these dogs. Look at that. Terminator, boy. But thanks, guys. I hope I answer all your questions. If there's any more questions, I'm putting them all in the video, because I'm not going to be sending y'all 100 videos, pictures and photos. Y'all going to watch this video. I'm going to have y'all watch this video first, and then we'll have a conversation. I'm not doing a whole bunch of texting back and forth, blah, 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 blah. And my wife don't want me to say this, but I'm going to keep it real with you. If you keep contacting me on Instagram and you want to talk, and you say you're going to get a dog, but you don't, and then you keep hitting me talking about you want a dog, I have to block you at this point. I have to block you. And the reason why is I kind of keep my mind focused on finding these dogs a home. I can't be spending time talking to people that don't want a dog. You know what I mean? So if you keep constantly asking me for a dog, but you never put it down a deposit, and it's been a year, it's been 2 years, or we done had a whole 50 million conversations in Texas, I have to block you guys. And then you can watch the YouTube, you know, you can watch the YouTube, but I'll have to block you from Instagram. That way y'all don't just keep doing that, man. It's cool, but it's not cool, because it's cool because I love the feedback and talk to certain people that may be sure, unsure, but it's not cool because now I'm using time to talk to you that I could be using to come up with an idea for the dogs. I could be using that time to clean up the dogs, get the dogs medicine. I could be using that time to sleep, eat, anything. But instead of wasting my time talking to someone that doesn't want a puppy. So watch the video, guys. Have your deposits ready. Thanks.